I've had a lot of life experiences that I've worked through, and that has enabled me to be able to meet people toe to toe, eye to eye, nose to nose in those really hard moments. And I think a lot of the trainings are not doing that. And I think that that's something that is really beautiful, is that you guys have done this work in your own lives to pick yourselves up and to be willing to try again, to put yourself out there. And that wisdom is invaluable.
And one of the perspectives that we always teach from is, if you do something, you first have to know why you're doing it. Is it just to check the box because that's what you're supposed to do? Or are you really gathering information? And then what are you going to do with that information? And then if you do an intervention, do you know what's going to happen next? Because now the cascade has started. And sometimes you have to cascade, but you have to know what's going to be next. And so it's not just about doing the thing. It's about the why, when, and what's next.
And why not? And what happens if you do nothing?
And who's in charge in the room? Who's actually
the
running
power?
the show here? Who has the power? And ultimately, that should be the person who is in labor.
As you're talking, I'm thinking about my colleagues who are obstetricians working in the hamster wheel that they're stuck in. And I'm thinking, if they were starting to hear what you were saying, I imagine that they're getting quite uncomfortable in their stomachs, because that means that they actually have to humanize their work. They're not trained in that model. They're trained in a model that says that pregnancy itself is a high-risk condition. And they're trained to be fearful. And their biggest fear is having a bad outcome with the baby. So they figure, if I follow the algorithm and I have a bad outcome, it's defensible. And if I go outside of the algorithm, it's not defensible.